with a smile, which, if you know this kind of smile, I'm trying not to, you know.
It was a Doghouse car park.
There we go.
Yeah, we got.
Hey guys, once again, Stan here, also known as Hunter Game in 1986, or just Hunter. You know, answer to a few other names, but we'll keep that one out of the video. This is Reese. You know who he is. It's his channel. So, once again, it's on the sticks from somewhere in North Shields. Blythe. But
Blythe Dog Beach, to be fair.
It's on the sticks, but with a slight twist. We both love MMA, so there is going to be the odd MMA video out there. So this time is non-rated, so it's not from ratings, anything. This is who we think is our personal favourite fighter. It could be some guys that out there think
they could have never won a title.
Awful.
Yeah, they could never won a title or anything. It's just our favourite. I say our personal best fighter and our personal favourite fighter. Two separate fighters, but
yeah, exactly. So I'll let you start this one because I always start them.
Personal best, which I've already mentioned in a previous video, Michael Bisping.
Yeah.
Tough. When he was in Tough, won that.
Yeah.
Smashed it. Went through his career, started as a light heavyweight. You know,
funny in the house as well.
Wasn't the best light heavyweight. Dropped down to middleweight. Again, he was that championship gatekeeper.
He was.
And I always thought he was going to retire the gatekeeper.
Number 15 all day long.
Lost his eye to Vitor Belfort, juiced up Vitor Belfort, and then goes on the best run I've ever seen in MMA. The reason I'm saying that, yes, he didn't win every fight. He didn't win every fight decisively that he won either.
No.
He lost fights on the way, but he did it with one eye.
Yeah. I've said this in a previous video. I mean, you cover one eye, and then, like, honestly, if you train in MMA, cover an eye patch on one eye, and then go into a sparring session, and then
you're just gonna get caught and clip and smash and miss and
this guy won the flipping title with one eye. Come on.
It's the fighter that had already beat him.
Yeah, exactly. Luke Rockhold. Yeah.
And I mean, to lose it to a juiced up Vitor Belfort as well. Not even just a regular fighter. It was a juiced up Vitor Belfort.
Once again,
and he never thought for 1 minute, well, I'm going to get him back and I'm going to take steroids myself. I'm not going to juice. I'm going to juice myself up. No, he never thought that.
Always been clean.
Never once did he ever got caught juicing or positive for anything. Not even these trace elements.
Picograms. Yeah.
That's my best fighter, definitely.
Yeah, my fighter wasn't the greatest fighter of all time, but he's what the spirit of MMA I've always thought was. You know, someone loud, brash, got in a cage, did his business, walked out, head held high. Just an all-round absolute animal in his heyday. Quentin Rampage Jackson. I started off watching his Pride days.
That's a very joint pick as well. Like for that, I've got to. It's.
Okay, the big metal chain and the dog howl at the end of every fight, but it's what he was. He was a junkyard brawler. That's what he saw himself as. That's what he put himself as. You know.
He knocked people the fuck out.
Yes, he really did. I mean, his A-Team rendition wasn't very good. He wasn't a good actor, but man,
do you know what it is? I still like that.
I like the A-Team. Yeah, it is good, but he can fight. I mean, oh my days. I mean, put people out in Pride you wouldn't even think he would put out, but did it, you know?
That dude was an animal.
Yeah, moved on to UFC. Okay, didn't have the best career in the UFC, but he held his own. You know, it's just, what can you say about a fighter that goes from multiple promotions, does everything he needs to do in that promotion? I mean, Pride is one of the most deadliest MMA promotion going. You know, flipping knees to the head, kicks to the head while on the floor. It's deadly. It's horrible. And still came out really well. Yeah, did really well. Took a lot of people out that he should never have beaten, but did it.
100%.
Yeah, cracking fighter. Absolutely fantastic.
So, who is the all-time best fighter?
What, me personally?
No, just who should we choose as an all-time best?
I mean, it's
because we've chose our favourites.
Yeah.
So
It's very different styles between the two fighters, though. I mean, you've got a pound for pound great that flip in could knock people out with one punch, and then you've got someone who never really decisively knocked anyone out. Okay, TKO'd a lot of people, but never really knocked them out. I mean, even Luke Rockhold, as I proved earlier on,
oh, shut up, man.
was a TKO
He was
finish.
out cold.
He might have been out
He was
cold,
out cold.
might have been out cold, but Herb Dean wasn't quick enough.
Herb Dean's an arse.
So,
Right, well, then let's get on to referees, because we both want to have some talks about this one.
best referee of all time. It's got to be the OG guy that was there from day one. Can't remember his name though.
I like Big John McCarthy, maybe.
That's him. Yeah,
aye,
Big John
that's the one.
McCarthy. Been there since UFC 1.
I know.
1.
Big John McCarthy. Absolutely love him.
Been there since day dot. Does all sorts of refereeing. All sorts of it.
Alright. Worst referee. Because there's nothing really we can talk about best referee. He's a good referee, does good things.
You've got 5 seconds. Comment. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mario Yamasaki. Oh my god.
Steve Mazzagatti.
Oh.
Mario Yamasaki takes the biscuit. Come on, man.
The both do though, to be fair.
Okay, yes, he was slow. He was old.
Slow.
Right.
Nearly got somebody fucking killed. Twice.
Yes, okay. Oh, that rear naked choke. And he actually,
He was unconscious. He
rear
was
naked choke. And the fighter looks at him and goes, come on, man. Are you not going to end it? Come on, guy.
Oh, hey, he's
How it's done. He's out. And then literally,
Steve Mazzagatti.
he stood there like, and then he just goes,
The
"See you
fighter's
later."
already off
Huh?
the guy.
Yeah.
He's unconscious on the ground. Then
Then
the
Eva
video's
Vane
like,
gets over him and goes,
oh, okay, he's out. He's done. No, really, you think that was about 30 seconds ago, mate?
but Mario Yamasaki has to hold the records for most broken bones without actually doing it.
Oh, yeah, aye, fair one.
Hyperextended knees,
Yeah.
elbows, people being choked out to the point of brain damage, basically. Even though they
Yeah.
never had brain damage, but you know, Mario Yamasaki, man, is not
Probably most injuries under him, but Jesus, most severe events under Levine.
Yeah, Levine,
Like,
right. Yeah.
that bloke just. How he has a refereeing license is
He doesn't
just
anymore.
incredible. No, but like how he had it for
Yeah,
so long,
yeah.
like.
Well, he was doing boxing as well, wasn't he? He was refereeing boxing as well.
Well, that's why the Nevada State Athletic Commission liked him, because he was doing boxing, which apparently he wasn't that bad as a boxing
He
referee.
wasn't. No, he wasn't. I think this.
But I mean, they're two very, very, very different disciplines. Like one way you can choke somebody out, and somebody's unconscious on the floor being choked
Yeah.
out, and like the fighter's telling you he's out, you're
he's
just
out,
not
he's
calling
cold.
it. It's
Yeah.
like how?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one. I've said in previous videos the step up was too much.
Steve Mazzagatti.
As a boxing referee, fair play. You know,
Should have stayed there.
it's like putting
Never should have went for his MMA license.
No, it's like turning around and putting stitches in a hospital. Come on, man. The step up game's too much.
Mhm.
You know, stitches, fantastic. You know, I'd love to meet the guy and shake the guy's hand, but nah, man.
Steve Mazzagatti.
And Mario Yamasaki. I mean, when Dana White turns round and always has the referee's back, turns around and goes, "Now the guy's sacked. Get rid of him," which he never said.
Steve Mazzagatti.
Never said it.
Well, because
He just sacked him on the spot.
He couldn't sack him, but no, Dana White never sacked him.
Steve Mazzagatti.
Yeah, because he was never part of the UFC.
He was.
He wasn't.
He was a full
He
UFC ref
wasn't.
at one point.
He wasn't. He was a Nevada State ref.
Oh, okay. I didn't realise that. I
Yeah,
thought
he was a Nevada State ref. I know he was a state ref anyways. It might have been Nevada, it might not be Nevada. But that's why Dana had the famous like press conference type thing.
Yeah.
That's what that whole thing was about. It's the fact that he didn't have the control to sack him.
Yeah. But the whole press conference with Mario Yamasaki was just. I think he's probably got the most fines as well, hasn't he? Out of
I
any
think so.
referee. Yeah.
Because I don't think
Steve Mazzagatti.
never got fines because
He never
again the commission never
yeah.
fined him because
He was a.
he was their ref.
Yeah. I swear he had a UFC contract at one point.
I might be wrong, but I know when Dana went fucking offered about him like the whole run because he was a commissioned ref, not a championship ref.
Put it in the comments if you do actually know.
Yeah, I might be wrong, but I'm
could've
fairly
sworn
certain
he was a UFC ref.
because that's why I mean.
Because I know he started off as a commission ref for
Aye.
boxing, but I swear Dana White signed him as an actual referee.
See the video sort of like press conference doesn't make sense if he was signed up to the UFC. Otherwise, Dana would have just fired him.
Not unless he wasn't allowed to fight. Well, part of the UFC, but couldn't fire him under state rules. Had to let him go.
Well, would that not make him a state ref though?
It would make him a bit of both.
Yeah, which would mean that he could still turn around and say, well, you're not refereeing in any other state.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, he could turn around and say that.
See, that's why I thought he was a UFC ref, because he didn't just UFC in Nevada or California or Florida or anything like that.
I know he's a commissioner referee, not a UFC referee.
But he went everywhere with the UFC. He went literally everywhere.
I know.
So that's what made me think maybe he's a bit of both, you know.
Aye.
But anyway, Mario Yamasaki still takes the biscuit for me.
Yeah. I still think they should have an American Athletic Committee rather than a state.
They should.
Because the likes of New York and stuff, which is new to MMA, is does have different rules to Nevada, which has had MMA from day one.
And I mean, look at the doping issues as well. How fucking John Jones was not allowed to fight in California, but then
I'd say the Nick Diaz one's worse because he got banned from fighting in Nevada because of cannabis in the system after having cannabis in California where it's legal.
Yeah. So
I think they've lifted that now. I think I'm fairly certain that as long as you don't test for cannabis on the night, you cannabis doesn't, because it doesn't help you in any way.
That's what I was going to say.
Anxiety and stuff. That's all.
I don't think cannabis should be a thing. I don't think cannabis should be a controlled substance when it comes to sports.
Yeah.
Because there's...
I mean, on the actual game, game night, match, whatever, I think definitely, but...
I don't think it should be an issue because it's not going to give you an advantage. It doesn't help with,
doesn't help you train.
It doesn't help you train. It can numb pain. It doesn't prolong, the amount of pain you can actually take. It just nullifies it. It just dulls it down. And okay, I can understand the idea of being stoned while fighting could be an issue, but that's why refs are meant to jump in. That's why refs are meant to stop it when they think a fighter's had too much, you know?
I think what Dana was saying was basically it slows you down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It makes you more lethargic and stuff, so it's dangerous if you're on it for you, not them. The other fighter's going to have a field day if you're smoking a spliff before you're going in.
True, but... let's face it, how long do the effects of that actually last?
Well, I mean, depends on what you... I mean, if you have... not just that, if you have an edible, it can last 2 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
But if you have... It could also kick in an hour after you have it. It could kick in 10 minutes after you have it.
Yeah.
Whereas if you smoke, it's pretty instant that it kicks in.
And only lasts for about an hour.
Yeah.
Pros and cons, I guess. I mean, I think it's just one of those things. How did we go to dope on worst UFC referee?
Because we ended up talking about doping.
Yeah, true.
And it was I brought up the Nick Diaz incident with the Nevada State Athletic Commission.
I mean, come on, in my eyes, Nick Diaz is a fucking legend.
Oh, right.
And, sat there smoking CBD in a press conference.
Right.
Why not? What is that you're smoking? Oh, it's CBD. What's CBD? It's cannabinoids. Oh, so you're smoking cannabis? No.
Right. We're going to wrap this up with the story on how we got to this car park.
Yes. Right. Okay. So, as you can tell, I don't have a northern accent. I don't have a northeast accent. I'm born and bred in an area outside of London. So
called.
I'm not going to name that.
Called.
I'm not going to name that. It's a poverty state.
What's it named?
I was raised in Slough. So, not really done anything over this side of the water. Always lived in South Tyneside, sort of thing, you know. Since I moved up here. So,
I was going to say it was a big jump from Slough to South Tyneside.
Since I moved up here. I did say that, but you know.
Took your way.
So, On the Sticks is basically in a car, random car park, 2 or 3 lads having a laugh, recording a podcast. Not having a laugh in that way before someone tries to say anything. Title of your sex tape. But yeah, so this numbnuts here decides to go, let's go to St Mary's Lighthouse in Wallsend. Was it Wallsend?
No, Whitley Bay.
Whitley Bay. So I don't know the areas in Whitley Bay. So we pulls up to this car park. People with flashing headlights. People with headlights on. People with interior lights on in cars. I don't think that's a weird thing. But yeah, so I'm feeling very awkward at that time, you know, while making inappropriate jokes. Then decides, there's a further car park down there, let's go and have a look. Big mistake. Big mistake. Greeted.
I went and hid like this, didn't I? I just put my hood up and just sort of hid like this.
And of course, with me driving, couldn't do that.
I was just sitting like this, me.
Greeted to a lovely car park full of random cars, all with headlights on, all with interior lights
Well, there
on.
was a couple facing each other, like,
Yeah, there
as well,
was,
like,
yeah.
there was stuff happening.
Yeah. Greeted by a lovely woman in a blue Ford Fiesta, dark blue Ford Fiesta.
And that very lovely bloke.
Yeah.
Can't forget that
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, very lovely
That
bloke.
was a
Yeah.
thing, that, like, oh
Yeah.
god.
With a smile, which, if you know this kind of smile, I'm trying not to, you know.
It was a Doghouse car park,
There we go.
basically. Yeah, we got
Yeah.
I got it.
And got that smile as though to say, please pull over. No.
Anyone who knows St Mary's Lighthouse is probably going to know it's a Doghouse car park.
Yeah, but I didn't.
I only took you there because it was funny.
I didn't. This is my friends. Who needs enemies when you have friends like this?
You're not wrong.
I got very, very scared very, very quickly.
Best part is when we start pulling out, there's two cars in front of her. After we start pulling out, as a van pulls in, van pulls into the car park. They do a turnaround. They park up for a bit. We follow these other cars up. We get to the exit, and they're both turning the same way as us. So it looks like we're following them.
Yes.
And then the van
No, we
comes up
wasn't.
behind her.
We weren't.
With
We weren't.
lots of
We weren't.
like neon light strips, because I think it was an advertising van or something.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Blatantly had mattresses or something in the back. Like.
Discount. So if you hear of a
In,
if you hear of a mattress company in North Shields, anywhere like that,
Whitley Bay.
that does, like North Shields, Whitley Bay, anywhere like that does discount mattresses, do not, I repeat, do
Don't
not
buy them.
buy one,
Don't buy them.
because you know what they've been used for.
Definitely dogging it to Mary's Lighthouse.
Yeah.
So we got slightly concerned when we were driving away, and like we were sort of driving in formation of
4 cars.
what we
and a van.
clearly saw as doggers. Eventually, one of them turned off, though, didn't they, to
Yeah,
another dogging
yeah,
site.
yeah,
Just to
yeah.
clarify, they went to another dogging
Dogging
site.
Yeah.
But the other, I don't know where the other cars went.
No, I
and
haven't
the
got a
van
clue.
stopped following her eventually.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God. But if you're into that sort of scene, St Mary's Lighthouse.
Well, aye,
get yourself down
definitely.
there. Yeah.
I'm not into that. Like, no, you're alright.
No, you're alright.
Right.
No.
Well, that's it for this episode.
Like, subscribe, comment down below. Stole his line again.
And share.
Dighead.